fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que el estadio dispone de una sala de objetos perdidos que permanecerá abierta entre semana en horario de oficina.
Parma are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Wow, this truly is impressive. The future Camp Nou, it has been christened. A show of power, prominence, prestige for Barcelona. We have already started here. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is. And he's had a hit! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Del Piero gets over and intercepts. Pirlo. And it's Pirlo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's searching through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. Zanetti making good progress on the right-hand side. Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Robson! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Ferdinand picks it up from the goal kick. Well, that's well spotted. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
It's a sharp pass. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Aims beyond the defence. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. They've got to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now this could be a chance. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He has found the way through. Del Piero goes pelting down that left-hand side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. David Villa. The pass has gone astray. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
He's making a real surge on the left. Ibrahimovic going face-to-face with his great rival. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Del Piero has been caught there. It's a foul. Ferdinand is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Olise, and he's managed to get free. Del Piero. He's in plenty of space here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's tidy. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Comes under pressure, and it's come loose. That'll be a throw-in. Chiellini. Beckenbauer. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Well, played right into his path. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
So, third corner of the game. Punched away. Ball's gone out of play. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. David Villa. That looks a good ball through. And he's there to make the challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. And that should get the job done. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Threads one in. Zanetti picks it up out wide. Diving header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Bale instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
And we see he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Cambio de jugadores en el corner. El dorsal 18.
And we're underway again.
El dorsal 11.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. David Villa, the cross. Pirlo. Palmer do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And this is Del Piero. Del Piero really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That is a crunching tackle. Corner number 4 coming up here. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mbappe, and he welcomes it in. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
Big chance! No mistake! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now.
It's Totti! That was superb goalkeeping.
Totti is offering a right smile there.
Del Piero, who's short. Played in, but up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Nicely weighted ball. Tries to pass it through. Spread it left. Roberto, he's gone full. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Now it's Olise. Tries to play it through. Now it's Villa. Olise! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Totti.
Cambio de jugadores en el Parma. El dorsal 8
Messi.
será sustituido por el dorsal 22.
Pirlo with a definite foul there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Roberto Carlos is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Olise. And this is Messi.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a promising position. Turns and goes back. That's really well manoeuvred. Parma are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
There's no flag. Mbappe! He should have put that one away.
Mbappe has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Zanetti. And it's Del Piero. Floated through. Nice interception, well timed.
Parma really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for the run. Oh, can they get him away? And he plays one through. Great ball, and he's in here.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Messi. The message is clear, none shall pass. Looking for options for movement. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. But Bannerman, of course, a dribbler of out... That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a... So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So off we go then. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Good running, strong and purposeful. And Messi! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Parma are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Parma are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cross needs to be good. Zanetti.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Luis Suarez. Romario. Chance! He's got a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Adriano. Del Piero. That's a little off target. Maldini. Cafu. Luis Suarez. And it's Luis Suarez. Baresi. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Messi. Well, they could break here. Now it's Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Neymar. Oh, red, nice interception. That has not gone well. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Pirlo at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Robson! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Vieira wins the duel this time. Adriano, and it's made its way to him. Now it's Messi. Pelé. That's good play. It's Pele! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
This is the sort of thing...
Del Piero! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Zanetti. He's gone for goal! Tremendous from Pirlo! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Palmer take the lead. We are into overtime. Barcelona have reclaimed it. He's trying to hit the front line here. Knocks it into space. And there's the end of the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Palmer to lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2.
Nuestros espectadores que no pierdan de vista a sus hijos durante el partido.
And the second half gets underway. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. In with the challenge. And this is Pele. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Del Piero is flagged offside. Cantona. And it's Pirlo. And he's cut it out. Yeah, can so cleverly bypass the press. Messi. Pele. Messi. Now Pirlo. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to bicep. Opts to Adriano! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Adriano actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's with the keeper. Maldini. Pinches it off him. Robson.
La asistencia a este partido
Zanetti.
asciende a 98.000.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? He's having a go! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Del Piero. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Palmer perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's chosen to go back. Can he get it through? Pirlo. And here's Ronaldinho. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, good spread.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's got away. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Can he finish? It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This has become one superb game of football. Shoots! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, you'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona
17.
can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
El dorsal 11. Neymar. El dorsal 9. Luis Suárez. El dorsal 20.
Oh, it's Del Piero.
Serán sustituidos por
And the finish! Goal! Palmer! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
El dorsal 8.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Ronaldinho. Out to the left it goes. He is through here. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Parma surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Messi. Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pirlo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Del Piero. I think we're just about done here.
Parma nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Robson. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? He's come in hard. Messi. That's a sharp pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi, looking understandably energised after his goal. And the referee brings it to a close. Parma have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Robson picking up the Man of the Match award. And well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
One of the game's best ever.
Shoots! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Morocco are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Nicely shaped ball. Thinks about the shot. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Pirlo. Now, can they get him away? Adriano! Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pinches it off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Showing good feet. Chiellini eases the ball away from him. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Zanetti with the slide tackle there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That is a great pick out. He's had a shot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really...
He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Morocco really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Number 20.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And as you can see, we've already started here. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
It's a pretty loose pass. Turns back here, probably the best option. He's picked his way through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely shaped cross. Out of play for a goal kick. Saliba picks it up from the goal kick. And here's Del Piero. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Zanetti. Nicely aimed pass. Played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Zanetti. Robson. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Gullit.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Robson has a shot! Goal! Palmer! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Palmer have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Davids. And this is Gullit. Oh, well played, well played. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Maldini. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency...
Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And he shoots! Goal! Palmer! And again they hit the front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Rijkaard. That's a good ball out wide. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zanetti. Robson is always looking to break lines. Oh, easy pickings there. Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robson. Zanetti. Robson. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Cruyff, Roberto Carlos. He is through here. Davids, long ball looking to counter. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Del Piero. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. Del Piero is in a really good position out wide. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Knocks it out wide. Davids.
Habrá un minuto
And
de
here's
descuento.
Ronaldinho. Oh, that's neat. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just eases him off the ball. And the first half is done. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
And I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Palmer are leading by one in a... And Del Piero! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's a decent clearance. And here's Del Piero. Messi! Off the post! And that was very necessary. Cristiano Ronaldo, given the lift of his goal. Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Del Piero, and here's Messi. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Messi. Pirlo. Looking for the run. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. He's found the... He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly...
Gets his head on it! And he hits the net! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona
14,
can now
Messi.
introduce the first of their
El dorsal
substitutes.
20,
So
Ronaldinho.
all square and
Serán
not for the
sustituidos
first time.
por
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he was quick to react. Del Piero.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the...
Tries a shot! Goal! Palmer! And they get themselves in front! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking it...
He's got full! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Pirlo. Ball's gone astray. And he plays one through. He's shifting. Real chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Both sides
22.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 21. Cambio de jugadores.
Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Collier. He's away. Chance, surely! Brilliant from Collar. About as smooth as it gets. 2 up now, and they are cruising. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
The changes
6,
then in quick succession.
Javier Zanetti. Será sustituido por el dorsal 2, Roberto Carlos.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Good ball, good take. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Gnabry. And this is Ronaldo. Has a look and plays it forward. Ferdinand. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Out towards the flank. And this is Messi. Swings in across. And he's intervened well there. It's a searching pass. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Turan. And that is out of play. Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. Collier. Oh, good spread. It's Gnabry. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Passing nice and neat. Davids. Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Palmer finding their passes. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Neymar. Robson.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Can he get on the end of this? Collar might just make this. That's very neat. Roberto Carlos. And that's it. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The Saitama Stadium looking a terrific picture, as always. One of Asia's best purpose-built stadia. We have already started here.
Well, Peter, I think we're in for something rather special here in being able to watch Hristo Stoichkov. When it comes to charisma and spirit, he's not lacking, and he's so sharp, they nicknamed him the Dagger.
Love watching him. He's one pea in a pod. There's only one Hristo Stoichkov.
And he's always got plenty to say.
Now it's Hullet.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Knocks it out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that is expertly dealt with. It's a pretty loose pass. Has a shot! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Chooses to go back. Beckenbauer. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now he's got space here. That's a nasty shot, surely! It's a loose ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Robson. Can he finish? And he hits the net. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Hullet really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Palmer are doing very nicely, thank you. And the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
In with the challenge. Del Piero. He has found a way through. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Beckenbauer running with the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Robson is always looking to break lines. And he's played it back. And that little bit of skill has got... Shot a goal! Tremendous from Pirlo! About as smooth as it gets. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Couldn't squeeze it through. Steaming on goalwards. Beckenbauer. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pirlo, and this is Paulette. Del Piero. Roberto Carlos. Chance for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Great skill, that's nice.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Zanetti. And it's Zanetti. Best. Shot could be on. And Del Piero! And there's the end of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly
Those of you
deserved,
making
Peter.
their way home
They've
on
been
public
quicker to pretty much
transportation
everything
today,
so
please watch
far.
the screen
only
for train
thing
departure
you've got
times
to
from
wonder
all
is,
local
how
major
taxing
stations.
is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Parma have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And the second half gets underway. Best. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Parma are having a ball here. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Van Dijk. Koundé. Pirlo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Pirlo, good purposeful running this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And he's had it nicked away. Pirlo. Now that looks a decent ball. Beckenbauer. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi. Thuram. The ball goes in. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's had a hit! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. It makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's beaten the last man. It's in, and that looks to be very much like an own goal.
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. He's gone for goal! Without the best in the keeper.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, this is a great goal! Piero! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, it didn't quite...
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And it's Conte. Looking for the run. Pirlo. And the counter is on. Probing pass. Xavi Alonso. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Xavi Alonso really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Just eases him off the ball. 75 minutes played. Robson. And here's Hullet. Oh, super ball. Oh, shooting chance! Over to the left. Roberto Carlos delivers. Oh, look at the space here. Decent chance! They've scored! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Closing in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No question, that's a foul. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. This is gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
That was lovely, that.
He is through here. Gets to show off his quick feet. Taken back almost at once. Real chance! They've done it! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 89 minutes is number 19, Lionel Messi.
Conte. And he's managed to get free.
There will be
Best.
5 minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Del Piero plays the ball back. Pirlo. Spread out to the left. Roberto Carlos. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. Robson is onto this. No way through, so back it comes. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Number 7, Bellingham.
And we're done. Parma really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play in any advanced position.
Showing great feet there. And the counter is on. Ronaldinho. Now there's a best! What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Hazard. Pirlo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Messi. Zanetti could try cutting inside here. Big chance! Mateus. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Hazard played out to the right. And this is Van Basten. Pirlo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He has found the way through. He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. The ball has bounced loose now, and he's had it nicked away. And it's Maldini, who crossed in early. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Del Piero. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Palmer has the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. In with the challenge. Looking for the run. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, well timed. No goals as yet. No way through. Makaleli has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Hazard. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Hazard. And they're back on the ball again. Messi carries the ball down the right. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Adriano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Parma really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Del Piero. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Tries to play it through. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Parma are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Robson is always looking to break lines. He's shifting through the gears here. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Zanetti delivers. He rises! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have... And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Parma go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Del Piero, chance here to counter. Now Robson, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Decent chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Best actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Quality ball. And now they can spring out of defence.
Best really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's being urged to shoot. Oh, important interception. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Parma find a position of real strength now. Can he get on the end of this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cafu, and he's managed to get free. And this is Ronaldo. Chance! Keeper is right behind it.
Milan are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Best he gets big!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And it's Pirlo. And here's Roberto Carlos. Looking to play him in. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Azar. Looking for options for movement. Cross from Cafu.
sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 9.
Both sides then
Numero
taking this
11.
chance to turn to their
Numero
benches.
8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 99, il numero 10, Totti, il numero 22. Attenzione, un cambio.
McManaman, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Messi. Totti. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Palmer do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That has been cut short. Best. Now it's Eto'o. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Totti. He's picked his way through. Pinches it off him. And this is Eto'o. That has not gone well. Messi looks to get on the end of this. And it's Messi. Makaleli. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the pass is intercepted. Mateus. Messi aims beyond the defence. And he's straight offside. Palmer are coasting towards victory. McManaman. Palmer finding their passes, showing good feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Knocks it into space. Well read, nice interception. And the return pass. Nicely weighted ball. Thuram deals with that comfortably.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
2 minutes to be added on. Pirlo. Played through into space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So that's it, it is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Parma definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
and
that.
welcome to
The
today's
stadium
match.
is full of noise and
Morocco
energy. This
against
certainly
Ghana.
matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition. And we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just
Coming on to
throw the
replace
opposition
him
off
is
kilter.
Number 14, Romario.
Now it's Pele. Bale. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope so.
Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Bale. Great vision. Roberto Carlos. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Bale. And that could set him on his way. Ferdinand. Pirlo. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's an imaginative pass. He can run onto that. He has found the way through. And he shoots! Goal! Palmer! And it's Palmer who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Del Piero. And here's Romario. No, it's come to nothing. That's a cute ball. And that pass isn't the best. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Bale. Tries to pass it through. He's through here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Takes a shot. It's in. And the lead lasts no time at all.
Yeah, and And analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, big chance! Must be! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Del Piero.
Del Piero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Morocco have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Pirlo with the short one. Palmer have the chance to go the other way. And that's surely a foul, free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Yeah, and a heart-and-mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
There's the shot! Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Pirlo, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. And the pass is intercepted. Zanetti. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he get it through? Oh, Red, nice interception. Zanetti picks it up now. He is just caressing the ball. Robson, he's gone for goal! He's got to be quick to recover this. Great ball, and he's in here. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found a way through. Chance, surely! Goal! Morocco! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their leads in the blink of an eye. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Bale demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Morocco take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Bale receives it in a wide position. Brilliantly cut out. Best. And they're quick to get it back. So what can they make of this? Threads one in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Robson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it into space. Best. Palmer finding their passes. Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police. Substitution.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That has ended up in no man's land. That pass has been well intercepted. Some really good ball movement. Del Piero, not the most accurate pass. Searching pass he's played there. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Palmer do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Zanetti picks it up out wide. Corner given. And it's been taken short. And Del Piero! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's really well cleared. Nicely shaped ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. Morocco appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's got the beating of his man. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is from Mario. That'll be a throw-in. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bulow is offering a right smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, and that pass just didn't quite work. And he's intervened well there. McManaman. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, he's bustling through here. Can he get on the end of this? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's being urged to shoot. Palmer perhaps contemplating their next change here. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. There will be a throw-in. Now, can they get him away? And this is from Mario. Bale goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! The lead is extended still further. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Morocco grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And the counter is on. Ambitious ball here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Roberto Carlos.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Bale. And he's managed to get free. Oh, nice touch. It's Neymar. And it's Pirlo. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Messi. Tries to play it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pirlo stood his ground strongly. Now it's Messi. Big chance! No mistake! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
After 88 minutes is...
So is this the start of a comeback? He's shifting through the gears here. Very nicely done.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Get a throw in. Messi calmly anticipates. That's tidy. And the ball's gone astray. Oh, that's delightful. Collar. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Palmer illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looks... boys, it's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This is
today's
football
match.
at its finest.
Australia against Palmer.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Del Piero. Robson does well to get it back. Roberto Carlos. Robson. Robson. And it's Rijkaard. Thuram. Saliba. To Maldini. Schneider. And it's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous. Del Piero. And it's Zanetti. Driving forward. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Del Piero. Aimed beyond the defence. Robson. Pull it. And the pass is intercepted. Adriano. Knocks it out wide. And this is Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And that's a good-looking ball. He can run onto that.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, super fine. Rummenigge! It's hit the upright. Del Piero. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Shot, surely! It's loose. Robson! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Thuram gets a foot in and wins the ball. Looking to play him in. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Schneider. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Schneider. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Robson. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Robson pinches it off him. Robson unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, really cute. And he's had a hit! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Thuram. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now Robson tries to play it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's superb. He's found a way through. Now, who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard. Played back. And it's Del Piero. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Adriano gets flagged offside. Robson. Bullet dominates aerially so often. He slings, he rises! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Ibrahimovic puts his foot on the gas. He's looking wide. Schneider with the cross. Messi.
Australia clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Del Piero. Robson. That is good strength. Rummenigge going about things with real menace. Now this could be a chance. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maldini. But it's Thuram. Rijkaard. It's Gullit. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. He's on it, can he get away? Schneider bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Del Piero. He is through here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. A vicious ball here. Gullit has it out wide and in space. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's in plenty of space here.
Substitution for Australia. Number 10.
So, time for changes
Gullit.
on both sides, actually.
Number 13, Schneider. Number 17, Ryan Robson. Number 3, Rijkaard.
Rui
Coming on the
Costa plays the
field,
game a step
number
ahead of
20,
almost anyone.
Johan Cruyff. Number 15,
Messi.
Soboslai. 2, Rui Costa. Number 4,
Palmer, perhaps
Vieira.
contemplating their next change
Substitution
here.
in progress.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's McManaman. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, a bust challenge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Soboslai.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, played right into his path. Rummenigge.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And he's intervened well there. Messi. Now it's Totti. And it's Zanetti. It's run loose here. Oh, he's been flattened there.
Substitution for Australia.
All the big
Number
boys are set
11,
for this. It's like land of the
Ibrahimovic.
giants in there.
Coming on to replace him
Zanetti.
is number 19, Mbappe.
Messi. Mbappe. He's picked his way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Zanetti.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Del Piero. And that is as far as it goes. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're underway.
Well, this is a team, Peter, that contains one of the game's greatest ever unsung heroes, I suppose we could say.
And that is?
Oh, Philip Cocu. For me, reliable, consistent, and just a...
You've got to be quick to recover this. Baresi. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Cannavaro. Maldini. Gabriel. For Cocu. Cannavaro. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Robson looking for a runner. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball, and it's made its way to him. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Picked out brilliantly. Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, well played. So it is still 0-0. That is good alertness. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Parma have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. Backward it goes. That's going to go a long way. Played into space. Floated through. And this is Eto'o. Oh, just skips past his man. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Cocu. Well, they've got it again. Cannavaro. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Bergkamp. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. And he shoots! Goal! Parma! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the...
And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Robson is offering a wry smile there. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Palmer looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Messi. Palmer leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Nice defending, it's got the job done. A probing pass, and he was quick to react. Messi, and it's Bergkamp. Messi. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Cristiano Ronaldo. They're urging him to shoot. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Palmer, 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Serán sustituidos por el
Solitary goal. That has been the crucial
El
difference.
dorsal 13. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
No way through there. Del Piero. Nice sequence of passes this. And the shot! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Marcó en el minuto 48.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Lazio e Parma.
The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Somewhat off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Zanetti. Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And this is Hullet. Messi. It's a loose ball. Played out to the right. Chance to the lead. Gets big. That's another chance. Goal! Parma! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
He's going for goal! Off the post! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Parma are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. It's run loose here. Robson, and he was quick to react. Now it's Bergkamp. Now it's Puskás.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Ronaldinho is flagged offside. His hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Lazio really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there. Robson! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Del Piero really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Parma are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how...
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Roberto Carlos ready to try one. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Ronaldinho! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Now it's Del Piero. Can he get it through? Cannavaro gets over and intercepts.
Del Piero really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it out wide. Robson. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. An instinctive delivery. Rui Costa. Robson. He won't be happy with that one. It's Rui Costa. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. It's a searching pass. Oh, what a ball! Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Moved on forwards.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get...
Could be danger here. He's got away. Has a look and plays it forward. Bergkamp. Robson. Messi. Now Robson. Del Piero.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This possibly the last play of the half. That has not gone well. Robson! And he comes up trumps again. And the first half is done. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Parma sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 11. Viene sostituito con il numero 21.
And the action is back underway. Robson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Puskás. Vinicius Junior goes for a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Robson. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He's played it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Played up towards the front line. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Parma clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Robson
L'affluenza di
has
quest'oggi
found the net
è
here,
di
of course.
80.607
The most accurate
spettatori.
pass. So we've reached the hour mark. And it's Zanetti. Oh, well measured. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. Vinicius Junior. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ronaldinho. It's played through for him. Robson. Rui Costa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That looks a cracking ball.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again...
Oh, what has happened here? Ronaldinho. Vinicius Junior. Ronaldinho looking to run onto it. Messi. Pirlo. Zanetti. Vicious ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Roberto Carlos. Dixon. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And they've switched it over to the other side. Robson. That's a good ball out wide. Caught offside that time.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 7.
So, time for
Lam.
changes on both
Numero
sides,
99,
actually.
Ronaldinho. Numero
Baresi
10.
is... Oh,
Lascia
terrible
il campo
pass.
per
He
il
might be in
numero
here.
17.
Big
Il
chance.
numero 30.
He's had a shot.
Messi. Il numero 9.
Beckham.
Filippo Inzaghi. Attenzione, una
Lazio appear
sostituzione.
to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Gattuso. It's a really well-measured ball. Gets a good foot in there. No way through. Tonali. Great vision. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tonali knocks it into space. Well read, and the danger is averted. Del Piero.
This is the time you need that pace.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tonali. Out to the right.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. He rises! but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Gattuso. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Good running, strong and purposeful. Threads one in. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. Robson. And that is expertly dealt with. Yamal. It's Cruyff. And this is Zico. He's got away. Nice control. And this is Zico. Del Piero. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal. Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a great ball here. Del Piero. And it's made its way to him. And they can counter here. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Pele. Crochet. Now it's Zico. And the through ball. Palmer still without a single shot on target. He is through here. Lovely pass, but can he get... And Messi! And the ball's come loose here. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Del Piero. Pirlo. Great vision. Best. Del Piero is having a shot! Goal! Palmer! And it's Palmer who take the lead.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh no, what has happened here? Pirlo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Brilliantly cut out. Makaleli. Cruyff. Now it's Cruyff. That is good alertness. And he's picked out the run. Pele. Decent chance! It's been shipped out wide. Zico is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Roberto Carlos. Makaleli. Cruyff. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That is a great pick out. Yama shapes to shoot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Cruyff. Robson. And it's Del Piero. And it's Messi. Messi, good purposeful running this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. It's played through for him. And this is Cruyff. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's found some space. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
A quick reminder today
And we are
that
up to the
smoking is
break.
only allowed
Who
in
wants
areas
half-time
shown
when
on
you
this
have a
map?
contest
Thank
this
you for
good?
your
I can only hope
cooperation.
it picks up where it left off.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for Parma. Number 70, Pele.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Number 99, Jan Koeman.
Best. Del Piero is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Aims beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. Great skill, that's nice. He's in a good position. Shot a goal! Oh, wonderful, wonderful, Lionel Messi!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Algeria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Algeria get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Crossed in once more. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Kohler really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now this could be a chance. That's good play. He's got plenty of space out wide. Oh, smashing header! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Palmer! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Zanetti really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Palmer go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Del Piero. He's picked his way through. Collar. Robson. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Palmer. Number 8.
Palmer with their first
Brian
corner.
Robson.
The first in the game for either side,
Number
actually.
11, George Best.
Del
Coming on
Piero
the
with the
field.
short one.
Number
Cross into the
23,
box. Lines up
Beckham.
big!
Number 14,
Boom, header
Costa.
just off target.
Substitution.
That's a really decent chance.
Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Diving header! Off the post! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Palmer still have the cards to affect this game. Back into the middle. And he's had a hit! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely spread. Yamal has it in a wide position.
Algeria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't kick out that.
Goes for a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Rui Costa. Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, he's been caught napping. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Zanetti. That'll be a throw-in. Zanetti, he has found the way through. Zanetti proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
position out wide. Oh, well played, well played. O'Shea. Bergkamp.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a good foot in there. 4 extra minutes added on. Bergkamp is onto this. Nunez. Beckham is... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Palmer have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a...